Hello everyone! In this Python and Arduino tutorial, we explain how to properly develop a serial communication interface between a computer running a Python script and an Arduino microcontroller. In particular, we explain how to send and receive back number and string messages between a computer running a Python script and an Arduino program. This tutorial is developed under the assumption that you're using a Windows operating system. In our next tutorial, we will explain how to establish the communication interface in the case of a Linux Ubuntu operating system. The material and concepts that we explain in this tutorial are extremely important for robotics, mechatronics, and control engineering students and professionals. For example, you can use the ideas explained in this tutorial to develop your own serial communication interface between a PC computer or even a Raspberry Pi running ROS2 and Arduino boards. In this way, you can use Arduino as a low-level microcontroller that will control motors and read sensor information that will be integrated in the complete ROS2 environment. To make this tutorial easy to follow, let us first briefly explain the two code examples that you will learn how to write in this tutorial. That is, let's explain the big picture. Here's the first example. This is a Python script. And in this Python script, I define an integer that I want to communicate to my Arduino. In a practical scenario, this integer can be a set point for my servo or a stepper motor. Over here, I send this number through a communication link, that is through my serial port, to Arduino program that you can see over here. The Arduino program will receive that number, and over here it will add 100 to that number. That is, over here I'm performing some mathematical operation. In a practical scenario, you can, for example, here have a function that will send the received set point to a motor driver, or that will create a pulse width modulation signal or something similar. Then, this increased number is converted to a string, and it's being sent back to a serial communication port to this Python script. Then this Python script will read that number, and finally it will display the number on the computer screen. For example, this back communication link can be used to send sensor information, such as, for example, encoder readings. Here's the second Python script that you will learn how to write in this video tutorial. Over here, I'm sending an integer to another Arduino script shown over here. This Arduino script will receive the string, then it will add I received, then it will send back the complete message consisting of I received plus the original string. This string will be sent back through the communication port, that is through our serial port, to the Python script, and over here I will display that string on the computer screen. This tutorial is based on the PySerial Python library. That is, the serial communication is established and governed by using the PySerial library. Consequently, let us learn how to install PySerial in Python. As you can see over here, I'm using Anaconda Navigator. However, the installation principle is the same for other environments, depending on how you run Python. Okay, if you run through Anaconda Navigator, you need to open a base root, then you need to open a terminal, and in a terminal you need to write pip install PySerial. And this will install PySerial library. As you can see, in my case, all the requirements are already satisfied. This is because PySerial is already installed. However, in your case, you will see the installation progress. Now you can close the terminal. The next step is to open your favorite Python editor. In my case, I'm using the Spider editor. It's a very convenient and easy to use editor, and it reminds me of MATLAB. Okay, let's start with the explanation of the Python code. Here's the first example. This example will send an integer number to Arduino. The first step is to import the PySerial library. Then we need to import the time library since we need to introduce a delay in our code. Over here, I'm importing this comport module that's used to list all the ports. And over here, I'm listing all the ports. Now, attach Arduino to your USB port. And let's execute the code until over here. And let's see what will happen. And you can see that the output of this piece of code is the communication port to which Arduino is attached. And this is very important since in this function we need to specify this exact port. Over here we create the Arduino serial object. We call serial function, we specify the port number, we specify the baud rate, and we specify the timeout. This baud rate should exactly match the baud rate in your Arduino code, and I will explain this later on. Now, let's check if the port is open. And we can see that the port is open. Then, we can close the port like this. Okay, why this is very important? Well, if you try to upload your Arduino code while the port is open from the Python side, you will have an issue. And this is very important. Before you upload the Arduino code to your Arduino board, you need to close the port from the Python side. Of course, if you open the port from the Python side. You can also open the port from the Python side by executing this function. And then you can verify if the port is actually open. That's true. Let's close the port. Okay, let's continue. You can safely skip these two code lines and let's continue from here. Over here we will open the port once more. Then I'm defining an integer that I want to send. In my case, it's 423. However, I cannot send directly integer through my serial communication port. I need to convert an integer to a string data type, and that's precisely what's happening over here. And finally, I can write my message to my serial port. To do that, I use the function .write. Then I need to convert my string to bytes, and over here I'm specifying the encoding standard, and that's it. This command will send the string through the communication port to my Arduino. Then, what will happen on the other side? On the other side, Arduino will receive the string, then it will convert the string back to the integer, then it will increase the integer, then it will convert the increased integer back to the string, and it will send back the result to the serial communication port. Over here, we introduce a small delay to wait for that process on the Arduino side to complete. Then, what do? We read the message over here, and again, the message will be in the byte format, that is, it will be byte data type. So I need to decode that message back to string. Then I need to convert string to integer. And finally, I'm printing the received integer. And finally, I'm closing the port. And that's it. That's the code from the Python side. Here's the code again. Let's explain the Arduino code. This is the integer number. This will be the received string. And this is the string that will contain the integer that will be increased. Over here, I'm starting my serial. I'm specifying the baud rate. And note over here that this baud rate should precisely correspond to the baud rate in our Python script. Here's our void loop. Okay, what do I do over here? This while loop will run until something appears at the serial communication port. When you type serial.available, and if this function returns a value larger than 0, this means that there is something on this serial communication port. This while loop will run infinitely long until we actually send the message. And where do we send the message? Well, we send the message over here from our Python script. Let's continue. Now, when we actually send the message, then this while loop will be broken and we continue from the line 23. The code line 23 is used to read the integer from the communication channel. Then over here, we convert the received string to the integer. Then over here, we perform an operation on the received integer. That is, we increase the integer for 100. Then we convert this integer to a string that will be sent back. We do it over here. And finally, we send back this integer called sendBack integer through the communication port. Then, on the other side, that is, on the Python side, over here, we read this integer, we convert the byte message to a string, and then we convert string to integer. And finally, we print the received integer. Let's test this code. First of all, go back to your Python script and first of all clear this output over here and erase all the variables from the workspace. Okay, then let's run the code until here. That is from the beginning until here. What will happen over here? Over here, we will define the Arduino serial object, and of course, I will test over here if the serial is open. Initially, it will be open, and over here, I close the port. Let's just verify that the port is closed by running this part once more. It's false. This is very important. This is because the last line was this one. You can again try to execute this line to make sure that the port is closed. Why is this so important? Well, on the Arduino side, we need to upload this code. We need to upload this code to the board. However, if you didn't close the port from the Python side, you will see an error over here. Let's upload the code. And here it is. Done uploading. Perfect. Once the Arduino code is uploaded, we can safely reopen the port from the Python side. We do that by running this function. Okay, let's verify that the port is open. The port is open. Next, let's define the integer and let's write the integer. Okay, perfect. Now, let's read back the number. That is better to say, let's read back the integer. And let's see what is this read line. Okay, we can see it's 523. Perfect. However, we can see the data type is byte. So we need to convert the byte message to a string. We can do it like this. And let's convert the string to the integer. And let's see our received integer. Here it is. And finally, let's formally print it out. Okay, here it is, 523. Perfect. And we can safely close the Arduino port. And that's it. Here's the second example. In this second example, we will send pure strings. Okay, again, we import PySerial, we import time, then we list all the ports, we create Arduino serial object, we specify the port number, baud rate, and timeout. Then we check if the port is opened. Then I close the port. I need to do that since I need to upload this code over here. Then again, I open the port, and over here I'm writing this message, hello world. Then I'm waiting for Arduino to process the message and to send back the string. Then over here I read the string. The string is in the byte format, so I need to convert it to a pure Python string. I do it over here, and I can simply print the string over here if I want. And that's it. After that, I close my port. Now, let's look into the Arduino code. Here it is. Here I'm defining only a single string, the string that I will print. Here I'm creating a serial communication. Note that the baud rate in Arduino code and in the Python code should be identical. Here's my loop function. Again, here's my while loop that will make sure that the code will not be executed until something appears on the serial port. When something appears on the serial port, I read the message, that is, I read the string that's on the serial port, and look what I'm doing over here. I'm simply adding to this string that's being read a message I received, and I'm sending back this complete string back to my Python code. And then over here I read and I print out the result. Okay, so let's test this code. To test the code, let's clear this console window. Then let's erase the complete workspace and let's execute the code until here. Okay, now here again it's very important to close the port. So let's verify that the port is actually closed. Okay, now let's go back to Arduino and let's verify this code and let's upload the code. Perfect. Now, over here we need to reopen the port. Okay, let's write the message. Then we need to wait for a while and then we will read the message. Let's inspect the message. We can see that it's a byte type, right? So we need to convert byte to string. We do it over here. And finally, let's print the message. And here it is. I received hello world. Let's compare this with the expected message. Here it is. I received plus string print, and the string print is hello world. And that's precisely what Arduino is sending back. And finally, let's close the port. Okay, that's all for today.